Okay, the Ask Me Anything series continues this week. I got an amazing question on YouTube and it made me think, and the question was this: Brian, do you miss America? I think I know what you're gonna say, but I want to hear it anyways. And this is a great question. I consider myself a Londoner. I always tell black cabbies that I'm from London and they're always like, what? But I was born in America. I was born in California, and I grew up there until I was 18, where I moved to Boston and went to university. But when I go back to America, I don't exactly love it. I was in Los Angeles in January. I was in New York City like a year and a half ago, and I lived in both of those cities throughout my life, but I just don't miss America. I've been here now for 13 years, and there's just something I love about, I guess, Britain, but London more specifically. I mean, I walk around, I even feel a little giddy now. I'm in Old Street, there's like cool things, there's red buses behind me, I'm on the tube, and for me, this place always has the novelty of a foreigner, and so that always feels special to me. And when I go back home, like in California, it just like, I feel like I've already been there and I've done that. And when I'm in San Diego, I get bored and I just feels like nothing's going on and there's no history and there's no culture, and I guess I am a little kind of anti-American in that sense. And as well in New York City, I love New York, it's a great buzz, but I find it's an ultra intense place and I can't relax there. So I don't miss America, but I am American, and like, who am I kidding? I'm never trying to be British. I don't change my accent even if I could, because I am an American. And so, I love America to a certain extent, and people always say, will you relinquish your passport ever? And I never will, because first of all, if I get caught in a Somali pirate ship, I want my boys, my Navy SEAL boys, to come get me. So that's one reason I will keep my American passport. But the other reason is because I am ultimately American and I love that country and I always will. But I'm also a British citizen and I love this country too. So I will always be an American, and it's part of my identity. It's how I talk, it's how I think. And I think there are beautiful things about Americans. Americans think that anything is possible. If you work hard, you can get whatever you want. There's no fucking limits. Deep down inside, we do think we're the best in the fucking world, whether that's right or wrong. And there's an essential optimism about Americans and all that stuff, which I love. And then there's also the other things. I always joke that the reason the Americans like to watch London Real or Downtown Abbey is because Americans fundamentally have no class. And I believe that's true. And I probably have no class deep down inside. And so it's something that is fundamentally true. And I think that's why Europe is exciting for Americans and exciting for me, because there's history here and there is class and there is, fine things and fine fashion and fine food and wine and that kind of thing. So I hope that answers your question as far as, do I miss America? I don't think I'll ever go back there to live. A lot of Americans, when they come to London, especially guys that used to work in banking, they all want to get back. That's all they talk about. I'm going back home. I'm going back. My wife wants to go back. And usually their wives hate it over here and they all want to go back to their friends. I was never like that, man. I got over here and I was like, man, this place works. And I think certain cities speak to certain personalities of people. And man, London's always been good to me. I've always kicked ass here at work. Personally, everything going well. Whereas in New York City, I got my ass handed to me on a platter. So there's something great about the city, and I always felt like I should stay. So I hope that answers your question. I love London so much, I named my show after it. That's my quote of the day. And thank you so much. That's Ask Me Anything. I'm doing these every single week. One of my content managers made sure I came out here today to record this for you guys. So I will be doing these every week. Please leave your comments below. Leave me your questions. I got some great questions that I didn't answer this week. I might save them for next week. But leave me your questions and comments. Tell me if you love me, if you hate me, all that stuff. And please subscribe on the button. Help me with the YouTube gods. And here we go. There's one of those red buses right behind me. And this never gets old, man. I like that. And when I walk around London and I see the Tower of London and Big Ben and all that stuff, I always get excited. So that should answer it for you. This is the place to me. Maybe someday going back to America, but I doubt it. I'll visit, but I don't even visit that often. So there you go. So big love to both nations. Anglo-Saxon, as the guy said in the movie The Long Good Friday, he said, hands across the ocean. So I think us Brits and Americans can always get along. So there you go, that's it, I'm out, back to the studio, we got work to do, new set design, things are happening. The Dan Pena event trailer is out. Watch it. It's an amazing movie-like experience. And that's it. I'm out of here. Peace.